Welcome to the deep woods in North Florida. Tammy and I were just sitting outside admiring all the trees, the palm trees, the oak trees. Them roosters were driving me nuts. Anyway, we come out because we felt we wanted to share a little bit more. And Tammy especially wanted to share her latest adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went to her granny's old stomping grounds. So why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about what you did.
Okay. All right, well, a little background first. I rarely ever go on Facebook anymore, but I got a notification. And so I pulled it down and I looked, and my Aunt Susie was having an estate sale. And I'm like, normally estate sales are where you sell, you know, they bring in somebody and they sell everything. And I'm like, oh no. So I called her and I said, well, I didn't get through to her. I got through to my sister because she lives with my sister most of the time. And
Trying to help you out.
yeah, I know. I got these gnats flying all around my head. Bug spray ain't working. I got that. I don't have sand gnats. I just got whatever those little things are that don't bite. They just drive you nuts. Anyway, I called and I said, what's up? And she's like, oh, no, it's not that kind of estate sale. It's not that kind of sale. She's just going to sell stuff that she doesn't need anymore, doesn't want, that's just been sitting around.
Just collected over the years, just to be
all
collected.
The things that she's collected, and she is a collector. She is a collector of really nice stuff. Okay, but anyway, back in 2019, it's been a while. She told me I could have Granny's old pot. Well, then 2020 hit, and nobody could visit, nobody could go down the road, nobody could, whatever. And then time just slips away anyway until I saw that notice, and I'm like, they're not going to sell my pot because she told me I could have it, right? And there are so many memories attached to this old pot, you just have no idea. Anyway, I go up, and we're sitting around visiting while she's selling stuff because she's out there doing it herself because she is still smart as a tack. There is nothing wrong with any of my Aunt Susie's faculties. She's got it. And we were sitting there just visiting and talking. My cousin Donis was there, my other sister, and my baby sister rode up there with me because she lives down here with, close to where we do. And so I picked her up and we went. And so anyway, we're all just sitting around having this little hen party and just talking and talking and talking, and people are coming in and out and looking at her stuff and buying and, leaving. And anyway, I said, I want to take my pot today. And she's like, okay, no problem. Sam, go get her that pot. It's out there in the back. She was using it for yard art. She has this absolutely phenomenally beautiful yard. Sam does a great job with her yard. Anyway, Sam goes back there with the mule, picks it up, brings it up. It's in really bad shape, y'all. It is in bad shape. But there are so many memories attached to this pot. And, Aunt Susie was sitting there telling me stories of her memories of that pot. And, she'd sit out there and watch Granny make soap and cook down lard. And she said Granddaddy's clothes used to get so dirty that she couldn't just wash them with everybody else's clothes. She would actually take the soap that she made, put it back in that pot, and boil his clothes to clean them. She said she couldn't remember what he used to do, but it was dirty work. And, those are her memories. And then mine, same thing. I've seen her cook lard in it. We used to do the hogs, and what you do is you put half the hog in it and you scrape all the hair off, and then you take the hog out and flip it around and get all the hair off the other side, and then it was ready to hang and butcher. And it was just such a, anyway, and cooking chitlins in that thing, because you can't cook chitlins inside. Your house will smell for a week if you try to cook chitlins inside. So we would get out there and we would clean the chitlins and then empty the pot, wash everything out, and then put clean water back in and cook those chitlins down. Just all kinds of memories of this
Why don't
pot.
you describe it to them? Because they really don't have any idea what you're talking
Well,
about.
I'm going to show you the pot in a minute. Randy will. When we
Yeah.
get done, he'll show
It's
you.
about that big around.
It's, I get,
And it's cast iron.
it's cast iron, and it is so old.
It's like a witch's cauldron is
Yeah.
what it looks like.
It is so old that the handles are gone and it's cracked all the way across the top on both sides. It has always been cracked like that. Aunt Susie said that when she was a little girl, it was cracked like that. So this pot is, I would say at a minimum 200 years old, if not older. I mean, it's still got old iron marks where they popped it off of the mold. If anybody knows why somebody would break both sides off of a cast iron pot, that to know what that actual use was, I'd be interested to know, because I don't, and Aunt Susie didn't. And I never even thought to ask Granny why her pot was broke, but it's always been broke. I mean, Aunt Susie's in her 80s, and this was Granny's pot. It was probably her parents' or grandparents' pot. I mean, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably had it when her family was in Bristol.
Yeah, not Bristol.
That's where you said she
Sumatra.
was from, or Sumatra, which is right there.
Yeah, yeah, Sumatry. She
Sumatry.
called it Sumatry,
Sumatra.
but it's actually Sumatra.
Yeah.
Is the spelling, but she called it Sumatry. There's not even a town there anymore. It's just like,
It's got a sign that points.
there's a sign that
But it
says
doesn't
Sumatra,
go
but
anywhere.
it doesn't go anywhere. The only thing left is a cemetery and a little old store.
Let's go look at Tammy's pot.
Yeah, I am so excited for y'all to see my pot.
Yeah. Me too.
All right, here is my pot, y'all. Look at this. I mean, you can tell that it is old, old, old. And for as long as I've known, it's always been broken right here, just like this. And the handles only come out like that. See that? Same way on this side, except this one's been knobbed off even more than that one. But the legs are still good. Everything's still good. There's not a hole in it. It is unbelievably awesome. See there? The legs are still good. It's got those marks. It's got a 20 on it. And that's all I can find. I can't find a name or anything. And then there's, over here is some kind of 8 or a star. Oh, it's a star. Randy, it's some kind of star. Anyway, we'll find out when we clean it what all is actually on the bottom of this thing. But there is a 20 right there. You can see that plain. If you guys know anything about these pots, anything at all, the year or anything, I would love to know. And I would also love to know if y'all know if this was done on purpose for a certain reason, or if this pot is so old that it just deteriorated like that. I'd really like to know. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.